What's up, everybody? We are back on another video and we have an update. Yes, the stock watch has been updated after the Detroit Lions took on the Buffalo Bills. So here's the new stock watch. Let's get right into it. We're going to start this off on a positive note. You know what? No. Let's start this off on a negative note. Let's just get the bad ones out of the way. That way we can end this on a high, happy note. Okay, so let's start with the guys that were down. Okay, let's start with the guys that fell in their stock, didn't help themselves out at all. We'll start off with Travis Fulgham, who had the fumble, and that's really what it comes down to. Okay, didn't have a lot of big plays, and that's what we know him to be, a nice big play type of wide receiver, and we're hoping that he could bring that maybe as a depth guy if he makes the team, but he's on the roster bubble. But for him, the fumble late in the game definitely hurts their chances. As we know, ball security, maybe the most important thing in football, especially in the NFL. You have to secure the ball, and for Fulgham, the fumble, especially in those circumstances, is just a terrible look for Fulgham. Hopefully he can figure it out by week 4. Hopefully he figures it out, and maybe that doesn't cost him the chance to make the team. But as we know, that was just not a good look, so he definitely fell in his stock a little bit after that one. Next up, we have David Fales, the quarterback, and you could put him in steady, I think. But David Fales didn't have a great game, and the reason he isn't down for me is because Josh Johnson outplayed him, okay? That's why. I think if Josh Johnson also played bad, he'd be in steady. But since Josh Johnson outplayed him, I got to put him in the down category. Then we have Bo Benchwazzle, and Bo Benchwazzle, fortunately, just hasn't had the best preseason games, man. Struggling in the preseason games. He's been pretty good throughout the practices, but he missed a lot of blocks here versus the Buffalo Bills. Just didn't play very well, and unfortunately, Bo comes on here, and I don't see him make the team, man. I just haven't seen enough out of him. I'm still rooting for you. I just think it's gonna be really tough for you to make the team. And now we have another offensive lineman, and that's Andrew Donnell, the dude with all the long hair. Looks like Chase Winovich's brother. Yes, Andrew Donnell, you come in here as well. The offensive line pretty much struggles as a whole, especially losing Frank Ragnow. And as we know, that depth offensive line is definitely questionable at best. Andrew Donnell definitely didn't help himself once again. That's the second time I've seen this out of him where his stock probably wasn't so good. I think it was week 1 of the preseason where he didn't look so good either. So this was a tough stretch for him, for Andrew Donnell. Hopefully he can pick it up and get things going at the right time. And finally, you have Brandon Powell. Not necessarily anything Brandon Powell did this week. It's the fact that he didn't do anything. It's the fact that he had very, very small usage rate, wasn't on the field much, very little playing time. Almost shows us that, yeah, he may not be up there like we think he is. But then again, you know, the wide receiver group is definitely up for grabs right now. I think it definitely is, especially with Travis Fulgham fumbling. That may help him out. So I don't know. I really don't know who the wide receivers are going to make the team. But we didn't see a lot of Brandon Powell, so that could maybe not mean a good thing. Or it could mean, hey, you're the best player on the team, so we don't need to play you. I don't think that's what it means. But, hey, maybe it does, Brandon. Look at it in a positive manner. Now, let's hop into the steady. We have a couple guys on here. Only 2 guys actually come on this. And that guy is Justin Coleman. Now, Justin Coleman was playing cornerback against Beasley. Bill has a way of doing some really good routes, getting open, and he was doing that for the Buffalo Bills. Now, Justin Coleman did stick with him a few times, but a few times Cole Beasley would get a little open. We did have that forced fumble where we got him when Cole Beasley, just his first completion, he started to take a couple steps and he fumbled. But other than that, Justin Coleman at times struggled, at times played well. He was definitely going like this. That's why he's in steady, because he was going like this, okay? It was pretty much, you know, ups and downs. There was nothing great. It was nothing terrible. So he's in a steady category, and the second guy is in a steady category. And you could almost put this guy in the down category. Yes, that's C.J. Anderson. Now, C.J. Anderson, we knew he wasn't a fast running back. This guy's super powerful. We saw him whop somebody on the ground. But the reason he's not in high or anything like that, and he has to be in steady, is because he's maybe not being in a really good position right now. I know C.J. Anderson, who a lot of people look like the number 2 running back, and I think, you know, it's obvious that that's the truth. I mean, we hear the commentators talk about it. He's the number 2 running back. But when you look at the rest of our running backs, yeah, CJ, you got a lot of work to do, in my opinion. I know you're getting a lot of playing time, and I'm not going to even doubt that you'll make the team. I still assume you will make the team. I think you'll still be the number 2 running back, at least to start the season. But in my opinion, I think there's a lot of guys coming for your spot, CJ. So you keep grinding, man. Keep doing your thing. But I don't think it was a great performance. And the reason he's in steady is just because of the rest of the running backs doing really well. Not really his fault, but, you know, he still is definitely in that competition, in my opinion. I don't think he's won any kind of spot yet. Now, we have a lot of players in the up category, which is a very, very good thing. So we're going to start off with Jelani Jenkins. And unfortunately, he kind of has to be in this category, right? Because Jerry Davis is going down. We don't know how long he's going to be down. But if it is for an extended period of time, Jelani, you're the next starting middle linebacker, baby. I mean, that's what it really is at this point. Jelani, though, he did play very well once again. He's been really good throughout the entire preseason. So at least we have a very good young player here in Jelani Jenkins if anything does happen. Then we had TJ Hackinson, who played, again, a really good game. And I actually saw people saying that his stock was down. No, I don't think it is. After one drop pass, I can't go off a one drop pass. We've seen that before from players, and it was one drop pass. He still played really well to that point, getting open like crazy, some nice blocking. There's no way I can say that he was down from one drop pass. TJ Hawkinson, you're on the up for me. Maybe other people you're down, but for me, you're up. And we have another rookie, and this is Ty Johnson out of Maryland. How can the rookie keep this guy off the list? Ty with the wheel route grab for the touchdown, with the speed, with the power. This dude was running well, but he was also catching the ball like Theo Riddick used to do, and that's something that we need to be brought to this table for the Detroit Lions. Ty Johnson, you played really well at that running back spot. So again, competition, C.J. Anderson. You know the other guy that's really putting in competition? That's Mark Thompson, a guy that we don't talk about a lot. The last running back to always come in. Mark Thompson is going to get a lot of chances in preseason week 4 that we're really going to be excited to see. Mark Thompson ran in for another touchdown here versus the Buffalo Bills to make it a 4-point game after the extra point. Mark, you're looking good. Mark looks like he can do everything. He's been catching the ball in the backfield throughout this entire preseason. He's also been able to run really well. He's very athletic. I don't know, man. I can see some people say they like Mark better than CJ, and I understand why. Mark has been doing a lot. He's also a younger running back. Now, Will Harris comes in next, the safety we drafted out of the 3rd round. So you can see a lot of rookies on here. Will Harris has been pretty good throughout every single preseason game. And again, I think he played well here. So the coverage skills that I'm seeing is the leadership. I'm just seeing him pretty much fly around the field and be, involved in a lot of different plays. So Will Harris, there wasn't like one play that really stuck out to me, but overall, I think he played a really good game. Then we have Josh Johnson, the quarterback, the 3rd string now for the Detroit Lions. The reason he's necessarily up is more, he played okay. He didn't play great, but he's really up here because David Fowles is down. If David Fowles played good, then that's not good. But since he didn't play good, Josh Johnson kind of got a step ahead right here. So maybe they're right back on even ground after week 2. I don't know, but I think they're pretty much neck and neck right here, and the debate is definitely going on who's going to be that backup quarterback. Then we have C.J. Moore, who forced a fumble on special teams. I mean, that's what he's known to do. He's a special teams type of guy. So even if he doesn't do a lot more than that, that's what he is. He's a special teams player, and he's got to make plays, and he did. Big hit, forced fumble, we recover. Very big play there from C.J. Moore. We definitely need those during the season, so automatically that puts you in the up category. Then we have Mitchell Lowen, who played well at the defense line position. We still have a few open spots for them on the defense line, like 2 rusher positions. And Mitchell Lowen's definitely making a case to be one of those guys. Kevin Strong also played well. But Mitchell Lowen, man, 2 tackles on 3 plays. He was looking really good. Mitchell Lowen, you come in here. And finally, I couldn't keep this guy off the list, even though he's a veteran, even though we expect this. Matt Prater, 61 yards. Are you kidding me, Matt? Man, I glossed over. I was in awe during the game. I was in awe in my last video. You hit a 61-yard field goal indoors. That's crazy to me. Matt Prater, you're definitely on the up, man. You're definitely on the up. I thought at one point Ryan Santoso was fighting. Oh, you just really separated yourself. So those are my stock watches for the Detroit Lions updated after the Lions versus the Bills game. Hopefully I can give you guys some updates, okay? If I give you guys some updates during the day, I may not actually be in the studio, you know what I'm saying? I may not actually be in front of Detroit. I may just be walking around or something. But I'm just doing what I can. This is a stock watch for the Detroit Lions. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for watching. I'm not sure why I swung so early. And I'm out.